Are we certain there is no room for us to stay in Tian's Landing?
The ground is soft enough for a warrior. Walls just...
Not everyone has a I know. I don't want to impose...
If you change your mind,
Something's on your mind? Yes. I never really answered your question about how I tracked Gao down. It's not that bad a... I lost the men who murdered my daughter, but there are other ways to track men besides following their footprints, something I know all... 8 years ago, when my wife passed away giving birth to Pin Mei, I decided to settle down. Before that, my life... Not every girl likes pompous nobles or stuffy scholars. She and I saw eye to eye on many things. You would have liked her if you'd met her, as long as she wasn't slipping through the upper... As I followed the trail of various slave trading rings, I started seeing connections. Strangely enough, all of them seemed tied to the Lotus assassins. My question is, since it's so clear Gao is connected to the assassins, could their order have similar associations with the whole slave market? Of course, I didn't know about the direct connection at the time. By approaching it from the top down, assassins to Gao... My home was not far from Tian's Landing, so I'm certain that it was Gao's men who took my daughter. Meeting you and being given this chance to take the fight higher... It's good to be here. There's much ahead of us, but at least we have allies and friends. That'll make the road easier. Speaking of which, we should... Always happy to help.
Thank you again for rescuing...
The forest was a disturbing place. Such destruction. It was horrible. Even if... Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. I am eager to do so after all the resistance we've encountered. Our time in the forest was very troubling to me. To see such distance between the concerns... I have been sensitive to these things for as long as I can remember. Be serious. This worries me. The world seems to be filling up with wayward... It makes me wonder how deep the trouble goes. What do you think? Master Li thought you were tied to this somehow. Your appreciation is just what I was looking for, and I am grateful. I know we will do what we can, even if the world moves in ways... I am glad we can talk like this. It soothes my mind. Be well, my friend.
what? What are you asking me for? Why does it matter? I was born by my mother. Anyway... I wasn't brave. I tried. Yeah. I had some wits before I got
The way is clear to the Imperial City. You need only to speak to our mad friend Kang, and he will prepare them. That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus assassins was not gentle for either side. Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. Another death. More blood spilled. Regret. I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is immeasurable. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end. There is a place for the Enforcer. The man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in every... You have no concept of the devotion of his followers. Perhaps we will talk. For now, we should make our way to the... I've said enough for the time being. The events that surround...